Hey, what's up everyone out there in YouTube land? Thank you for joining me for another YouTube video here on Retro Geek Gaming, where we talk about stuff that's retro, geek, and gaming related. Slow week in gaming apparently is going on because the biggest things I can find is something about a trombone hero that's apparently taking the internet by storm. And what we're going to talk about today, which is just that Marvel has no plans for a video game MCU. Now, this is something that, isn't that big of a deal to me. But of course, you guys are always welcome to leave your thoughts down below about what you think about it. Because I think that as far as video games go, they are such a long and lengthy experience that it's okay if we have, Captain America showing up in one game and also showing up in like an Avengers game or showing up in somebody else's game and not have it be connected, not have it be an MCU in-universe thing. It would be cool. It's just like the movies are, they're sort of, they're sort of connected in their own way. Sometimes they're their own thing where, they sort of vaguely reference something else that happened in another movie, but it's still its own content. But for the most part, the MCU is connected, in other ways, even if they are just kind of vague or lately just not as relevant because of the recent pandemic that we had, where they weren't sure when stuff was even going to come out and release, so they didn't want to take too big of a risk on connecting stuff. But that being said, though, I think that the video games could actually work out better. So I'd like to see them connected, but it's not really that big of a deal, at least for me. Because if I play Spider-Man, I want to play Spider-Man for Spider-Man. I don't want to play it just because, Doctor Strange is going to show up at the end. Because I think that that's also part of the hype that goes behind, and I see it all the time with every single MCU announcement that they do, whether it's a TV series, whether it's a movie, whether it's just some kind of a one-off short, where they're always trying to connect it, and they're always going to say, this person's going to show up here, so therefore this happens. And sometimes it's best just to enjoy the content that we get from MCU for what it is, and not have to worry about how is it connecting to the whole story. What's the overall thing? Just because we get Wong showing up in She-Hulk and all that, don't get me wrong, it's fun, because I like to do the stuff with Zelda. I like to see how the Zelda games are connected. I like to figure out, where its place in the timeline is. So I get it. But at the same time, I can just enjoy Zelda, not worry about where it's connected in the timeline. I can worry about that after the fact. So I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 on this, guys. What do you think? Do you think that we should have MCU connected content within these games? Or do you think they should just stick with the TV shows and the movies for right now? Because let's face it, video games take again, no offense to the production teams. I know that sometimes some movies with their budgets and their editing and their CGI take just as much time. But I feel like in some ways a video game is a bigger project, because you're talking about at least 20 hours, if not longer, depending upon what you want to do with the game. Because that feels fair, 20 to 30 hours for a game. Whereas if you get a 2-hour movie, it's not nearly as much. It has to have one connected theme, one connecting story, and it keeps it going. Whereas a video game can have side quests, it can have side characters, and have other villains show up. There's a lot of stuff you can do with it, so it takes a lot more effort to connect them. But that's just my 2 cents. I'm going to go ahead and cut it short here, guys. I know it's a short video. Do apologize. Like I said, there's not really a whole lot that seems to be going on in the gaming world right now. So hopefully we'll have something to talk about Wednesday. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what comes up over the next couple of days. But you guys have yourself a good one. Once again, I appreciate every single one of you. Leave a like if you like this content. Feel free to go back and watch older content, and leave a subscription if you like this kind of stuff. Because we like to do this, at least 3 times a week. And I will see you guys next time. Have a good one.